right. We're in here. Nate, you in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
All right. Pro Wrestling Sauce. A little bit of a different intro there. You didn't get the me, but you can get it now. You can get it now. Paying my respects to Kevin Castle, who passed away just a few days ago. Nate, you were asking me just moments before, who was Kevin Castle? Because I told you
No, I knew who he was.
Oh, you did?
He was a great podcaster. No,
Ah.
I didn't. I just looked it up.
Yeah, he was a great podcast. You're not wrong. I started listening to the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show in 2012. I found them on clips on YouTube. Someone had uploaded like clips of their show, and I just started from there. And then I got involved in, I found Solomonster that way, and the Wrestling Soup guys, and anyone that he was involved with. Definitely Don Tony and Kevin Castle. I loved that show. I loved their dynamic, and his death was out of nowhere and abrupt and very shocking. And I was like, oh man, Don Tony had just posted a thing saying they were doing their prediction show this coming Saturday or whatever it was. I was like, oh wow, cool. But that be not the case, as he is now left us. So rest in peace to Kevin Castle. I enjoyed all your work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to lighten the mood, I got some Jacob Army update. If you would like a little bit of that to start us off here. By the way, welcome to Pro Wrestling Sauce, everyone. I'm Josh O'Leary. And this is Nate. Nate, what a crazy sound effect to play after that.
My timing was off. Sorry.
Yeah, your timing. I knew you were going to do something.
I was looking for it, but then freaking
You're wearing
the sounds had like
you're wearing a
and
Drew
all that.
McIntyre shirt where he's pointing at a grave and laughing.
Dude, this is a crazy shirt to wear, by the way.
That's bonkers. Very funny. Welcome everybody in. I'm Josh. This is Nate. We're here every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Slipperhouse Extra YouTube channel. And you can find our back catalog on all your podcast platforms and in the playlist section here on the channel. All of our ats are down below. And let's get started with a good old-fashioned Jacob Army update. If you didn't know, our third co-host, because the show used to be called Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh, and our logo still says that. We haven't updated the logo still. It's just Pro Wrestling Sauce Live now. That's the show. We're a live show. But our third co-host, Jacob, he joined the Army, right? And abruptly.
Well, technically, he's the second one. I'm the third one. But he dropped down to third for being absent.
No, he didn't drop down. I'm just saying we have a third one. The one you don't see on screen. Well, you do see him on screen. He's the O in Jacob there. We got an Army update from him. I got a stack of papers here, but don't worry, it's not too much. One of them's a drawing. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Let's see it if it shows up here. It might key out. Oh, it's going to key out the whole time. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Would you like to know what it says?
No such thing as a clean butt always smells like poop.
Good job. Dude, you're pretty good at reading backwards.
Thanks.
Because his handwriting's not the best.
No, that was horrendous.
But I got a note here from him, and then I got predictions as well from Jacob, who is at boot camp. He's in boot camp, just, going at it. Man, he's going to graduate like 2 or 3 days after WrestleMania. So he's just going to miss it.
So is he coming home after that, or is it shipped off to the college? Like, is that the school portion, or?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll kind of find out more. He gave me as fast as an update as you can get in a 10 to 15 minute phone call. I was talking to him as I was driving home from the wedding I went to this past weekend. So yeah. I got a little bit of information, but not all of it. So I know he's
True,
going to be
true.
home for a little bit. So we are going to get him. We are going to get the Jacob return here on the sauce. Also, he sent me the shirt. It says, "Eat, sleep, make a stink, repeat."
Nice.
These are the Jacob return shirts. For Jacob's return. They're available on jacobshop.com. No, I'm just he doesn't have a shop. He should though. He should, I think he just bought this off Amazon, but he's excited for his return. As you can see, I got a custom Jacob shirt. So here, let's get into his note here. His letter. He said, it just starts off. It says, "Definitely miss y'all a lot. For sure, it doesn't smell as bad there." That's a no-go. Everything will be back to normal soon. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Here's my AEW segment of the week. Okay, moving on. LOL, that company sucks. Let's go, Cena. CM Punk. And I guess he chanted it. He wrote it like a chant, all scribbly.
Yeah.
He said 20-something more days, Jacob returns. So, because this was written in at the end of March. Remember to stay saucy. Wipe your butt. P.S. We had another turd that wouldn't bend. I laughed so hard. Gosh, what would humor be without poop? Good night, guys. Jacob. And then I have his. He forgot to hit us with a "How's everybody doing tonight?"
It's classic.
I got his predictions. Dear Bub/Saucers, WrestleMania predictions. So I got his WrestleMania predictions here, and do you think we should save these for next week?
I think so.
You think so?
Because we're doing predictions next week.
Yeah.
So we should just save it.
Yeah, we should definitely save it and put Jacob's head up and do a prediction. You're right. Okay, so we got Jacob's predictions loaded up, locked and loaded. Jacob will make his inevitable return. When you hear that gong, that'll probably be it. When you hear the gong sound and all the crazy sound bites going off, Jacob will be making his return. I can probably find a way to load up. Actually, I did find a way to load up theme songs on here. So I can play songs through here. We won't hear them, but the YouTube will. So that's the only problem, is that I have to just kind of time it out based off of the YouTube. I don't know. I'm still toying with it.
Trying to figure out how to be techie.
Yeah, I guess. YouTube tutorials, man. What are you going to do? All right, well, Nate, you want to get into it? The sauce here tonight?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Where do you want to start? You want to start over on SmackDown?
Yeah. Do a classic SmackDown. Let's see. Of course, as always, let me just let you know, I did not watch SmackDown. I just watched clipped. I watched the clip of the last segment. I watched the last segment, of course.
Okay. Well, you can break it. You can break it down and tell me, and I can tell you. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course we had the beginning of the show. You had CM Punk coming to Chicago. Of course, you gotta do solo promo of Chicago wins.
Oh yeah, get them pumped up, hometown crowd. Yeah.
Then we had the debut of Ray. Is it Phoenix?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I did go back and watch this. I did miss the beginning of SmackDown here. So
this match,
I did see. Watch this. Yep.
I did see stuff from this match, and these guys were moving and grooving.
Oh yeah, they are a smooth pair there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good debut too. It was smooth. His logo's a little similar to Penta's, a little too similar. They're definitely going to team them up at a certain point. That seems to be inevitable.
That'd be a good team up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't really have much commentary on this match, but because this was one of the ones I had to go back and watch, so I wasn't reacting to it live. But I did tune in and react. I was at a wedding, so keep in mind I wasn't paying attention to much.
Fully.
Yeah.
Fully locked in.
There were some things I definitely paid attention to.
So then
yeah, go ahead.
So after that, we had. I mean, this isn't too crazy. U.S. champion LA Knight defeats Tunga. Cool. That's great. All right,
Mm.
let's move on. Um,
Yeah. Well, he's going to be facing Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. So
I think you give
that's,
it to Fatu. You should give it to Fatu on that one. Just an
I
early
mean,
prediction. You should
yeah.
go on. You should pass it, but they
Poor
probably
LA
won't.
Knight. How over is he when everyone's picking the other guy? Hmm?
Yeah. So you had a face to face with Tiff and
Now I want to talk about
Charlotte
this.
Flair again.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about this. This was, I mean, this has been talked to death already, but
Oh, I did see this. I
this
did
was
see this.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was great. The crowd in Chicago did not let Charlotte Flair speak whatsoever. Um, the booze got to her. She was overwhelmed, flabbergasted. Tiffany Stratton taking advantage of the situation, throwing some really deep digs, some nice little stabs and jabs at Charlotte Flair, who reacted, I would say, like a juvenile,
Hmm.
right? Like a someone acting like someone not her age there towards the end. Um, and I heard that that Charlotte went off script first. I heard that this was real and in the moment. The Charlotte went off script first, and then the voice mocking is what really sent Tiffany over the edge. And because I'm not going to recap the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But I am. I'm just letting you know because you did watch it, right? I'm not just like
I did.
you're not
No, I
lost
did
here.
see this.
Yeah.
No, I did see this because, of course, like it was one of those like, because the whole off script thing. I think it was just like hyped up because how it was like off script and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
I did kind of watch it back because of course Twitter was talking about it.
oh yeah, well, and rightfully so, because what a disaster it was. So
Hmm.
I will tell you how it ended. It ended with Tiffany Stratton uh, coming back at Charlotte, saying, "Charlotte, after WrestleMania, you're gonna be just like you were outside of the ring, alone. What's your record now? 0-3." And then she wooed and rolled out
Mm.
like a heel, you know. And Charlotte, her quick comeback, which was funny. I thought that it was really funny to me that Charlotte had a quick comeback here because earlier in the promo, the boos were so loud. She goes, "I'm done. Tiffany, you can have the last word."
Hmm.
And you knew that that was a lie. Charlotte's not going to let her have the last word.
No.
Absolutely not. So as soon as Tiffany got that good stab in at Charlotte, Charlotte hits her with, "Yeah, well, Kaiser's in my DMs." And every man around the world that was watching said, "No, he's not. No,
Such a
he's not."
such a famous woman thing to say.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It was real. It was Real Housewives,
Yeah.
if you ask me. Charlotte should try out for one of those shows. Maybe her shtick will get over better there. Because it doesn't work in this wrestling crowd. I know that she's got her accolades, but she needs to change something up. I mean, when you look at the four horsewomen of NXT that people consider, the four horsewomen, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Charlotte, all of those women have changed something about their character at a certain point.
Hmm.
Becky Lynch has had different, uh, you know, versions of herself. Bayley has had different versions of herself. Drastically different. Sasha Banks as well. I mean, Sasha Banks sorta has changed it up. She's been a babyface and a heel, and I mean, she hasn't really changed her character too much. She's over in AEW doing the same thing, sort of.
Yeah.
I would say she's almost her and Charlotte need to maybe change it up a little bit. Charlotte should go goth.
She should.
She should go goth. Like she should. People are already saying she looks like Cher kind of. She should just like go with
Yeah, I can see it.
the solid black hair, super straight, dude. Yeah, it could. It's a look that change something up, man. We need something different from you because this is the same stuff. And Tiffany was right in that the crowd is your biggest opponent. It always will be. And until you can get over with who's watching, it's not going to work. Like Charlotte has had good matches in the WWE. You know, I'm not going to discredit her ability in ring. Like, she stopped doing that moonsault, you know, plus 20 points for sure.
Mm. I don't know. I'm just ready for this match to be over with because it's. Let's just put it this way.
Oh,
It's not
dude,
exciting.
I'm excited. I don't know what everybody else
Yeah.
is. Everybody's saying this is not exciting, that this is like not good. Dude, whatever. I am tuned in for this match. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? As
I
soon as
mean, maybe.
I'm not. This is not a bathroom break at all. This is a.
Yeah.
I turn up the volume. I want to hear what they're saying in the ring to each other. Like this, you know, like this has gotten real for a second, and now I want to
Yeah.
see if it continues to be.
Well, I just hope. Okay, I hope in the ring it's better than what it has been. The build up.
Third thing, Charlotte needs to go to college acting class. Yeah, she needs to go to James Sprunt Community College, take a acting class from famous acting coach Terry Green. He taught me everything I know.
Is that Tom Green's like? Uncle?
No, it's Terry Green of the Green Machine. He teaches acting at James Sprunt, and he's a very wise man.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. It's a deep cut reference. No one's going to get it. It's all right.
No, I don't get it.
Someone will. It's a Tim and Eric reference. It's like it's Zach Galifianakis. He plays Terry Green. And he's giving a seminar, and someone asks him something, and he's like, "You watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I went to James Sprunt Community College." I don't know why that's funny to me, but I remember it.
Oh, dude. You just said Zach Galifianakis, and I just thought the Hangover.
Well, yeah, that's what most people think. If you're just kind of if you're a mainstream Zach Galifianakis fan,
Yeah, I guess.
you know, I know the deep cuts, right? I know the Purple Onion and you know, Dog Bites Man.
Nope. Never even heard of it. This is first.
Late World with Zach. You want some deep cut
Gallif-
But yeah, dude, this was good. I'm pumped up for it. Right now, and this is gonna sound crazy. Right now, I'm in between, dude. I'm in between on who I'm kind of liking, cause like bits and parts of me are like, yeah, Tiffany's good. Like, she's kind of, you know, shown me a little bit more in ring. She's gotten a little bit better on the mic when she's, you know, allowed to speak. She's got some size to her. You know, I like that. I like muscle. Charlotte, not so much. The look is not working for me anymore. All that stuff. But at the same time, dude, this is like straight up go away heat. This is bad heat. And if she can turn that heat into aura, then I'm all for it. But if I don't see that switch really quick or at Mania, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I don't know if I'd have the guts to pick her.
I think for the crowd you do Tiff, but just to kind of like piss everyone off, you give it to Charlotte, and they'll be like all over the place.
Mm-hmm. They
It'd
would.
be interesting.
Yeah, the place would be in an uproar. How could you do this, Triple H?
Oh, yeah. Way to ruin it. Or bad booking for Triple H again.
Yeah. So main event time of SmackDown, because I definitely want to get to the Raw stuff.
I'll say, did
The
you
big juice.
anything else? I mean, I saw just a quick little recap. You had the tag team match, DIY Motor City again. You had Jade and Naomi stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens bows out of WrestleMania match.
Oh
with Randy
yeah,
Orton.
that's here on the docket. Kevin off the Mania card. This is a big disruption here, saying he has to have neck surgery. Don't believe this is a work. Kevin Owens off the Mania card. Randy Orton, no opponent. Nate, do you have any solution for this?
I think Randy head kicks John Cena. I don't know. Someone needs to get a head kick on WrestleMania night. Let's just put it that way. I think Orton's gonna come in and he has to.
Orton needs a match, is what I'm saying. Orton needs an
Yeah, but
opponent.
if he doesn't get a match, I feel like he gets
No,
mad
he
because
needs a
he's
match,
been
Nate. We need a match. Nothing else. You can't.
okay.
No booking
So
of any other scenario. Give him an opponent. Who's left? Who can? Who needs a WrestleMania spot? Who's gonna give Orton the RKO everyone wants to see? I've got one. I got somebody in mind.
we're gonna say Carmelo Hayes.
I'm thinking Carmelo, but I'm also thinking Carlito.
Yeah.
Just hear me out. Everybody liked that spear a lot, right? Who's to say Carlito can't give us a hell of an RKO? You know, a great RKO moment. There's a way to throw Carlito in there. All he's got to do is bump into Orton backstage and spill his coffee or something. And,
Yeah.
you know, there you go. WrestleMania opponent. Orton can be mad and be like, I don't have an opponent. I want to tear Kevin's head off. And then Carlito accidentally spills Orton's protein shake. And Orton's like, I just found my opponent.
Yep. There it is. You can do Orton versus Braun Strowman.
Ugh, I
You
don't
think
like
those
that.
you think them knees can take an RKO?
No. And I don't want to see that either. That's kind of two baby faces. Swiss Superman.
Jacob and Randy?
Cesaro's not there anymore, Dirt. He's gone. Charlotte's the Burt Kreischer of the WWE. And then Shaka's in here saying Minecraft movie.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I went to see it. It was
Give him your
very
review, Nate.
interesting. I feel like it was a classic Jack Black film, singing, dumb jokes, not a lot of Minecraft. It wasn't good. You had Jack Black and Jason Momoa doing a sexual move in the air.
This is what you took away from.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I don't know, it was a weird movie. I feel like it was one of those, it kind of gave me that like old comedy, like just dumb movie vibe in a way. You know what I'm talking about? Like where you're just like it's like kind of funny, but this is the dumbest movie ever. Like
Yeah.
what is this movie? But yeah. I mean, I would definitely probably see a second one, go see the second one just cuz.
What? Worst movie ever. Definitely would watch the sequel. Okay.
Just cuz it was dumb and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a classic Jack. It just gave me classic Jack Black.
Classic Jack Black.
Yeah, you have just like he's singing to stuff, making songs, doing like
Yeah, being annoying.
I don't know.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Cut it out,
It's just
dude.
the
How
same-
old are
it's
you
the
now?
same.
Cut it out.
Yeah, it was the same. And then Jason Momoa was all right.
Yeah, he says it's supposed to be dumb. It's Jack Black. Well, you know what? I would raise you a Margot at the Wedding. That's
Consider
one of
what?
Jack Black's more serious roles,
Oh yeah.
right? I got some deep Jack Black serious cuts, right? Jack Black is actually a decent actor. You're gonna name another comedy movie, and not a
Nacho
serious, not a serious Jack Black role.
Nacho Libre, he was pretty serious in there.
Dirt's pitching Randy Orton versus Jack Black. Now I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, we've had some recent celebrity appearances. Maybe we can get one of those guys in there. Gauntlet match against everybody from Kill Tony.
Or yeah, I would say Randy Orton versus William Montgomery.
Oh, God. William would just scream like a girl and then get RKO'd.
Or you could do Randy Orton versus I Show Speed.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what you do with him.
You gotta think. Randy Orton RKO'd I Show Speed last WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I Show Speed comes back and he goes, you know what? You need an opponent. I'm back.
I don't think so, dude. I think he's still recovering from
the
that spear.
From the spear.
Yeah, which he was almost outdone by Carlito. Like I said, almost outdone.
Yeah.
Shaka says his theater was one of the viral ones. Everyone threw their popcorn at the TV. That must be
Oh, yeah.
that's got to be like a meme, but for like
It
the
is.
younger kids, right? The younger
Now you
generation.
see, I didn't know this was a thing until I saw it
Hmm.
like on social media. But in my theater, I had a bunch of like 15-year-old dudes, kids, whatever they were, and they were cheering at dumb parts, and I'm like, why the hell are you cheering? And then I saw on social media, I guess that was a viral thing happening. So I had some dumbasses in my movie doing it.
I think they enjoy it, but at the same time, when you do it, when you say the age of 15, I am like, what are we doing here?
I don't know how old they were in that like high school, like I don't know. They were young, but they were in like 10th grade maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. I
What?
think Shaka took his brother to it, if I'm not mistaken, and that his
Yeah.
brother was in the age range for it. His brother's like really young, you know. So that makes sense to me. You know, it's like a kids
Yeah.
movie.
But yeah, I guess everyone was cheering like it was like a freaking Avengers movie. I don't know.
Dirt says he likes Randy versus the voices inside his head.
That's a good one.
All right, Jason in the chat. What's up, Jason? Good to see you.
I mean, you could do a Randy versus Nick Aldis. I mean, he RKO'd him
Oh,
again.
okay. Okay. I kind of like that, Nate. That's a little bit different and kind of a cool direction. I mean, Nick Aldis can still go. We know it.
Oh yeah,
We know it. I
but he
know.
fills out his suit.
Oh,
So why
oh, hell yeah.
he's
Adam
Jack.
Pierce can still go, too. Come on now. I know it. Don't fool me, guys. Good to see you, Jason, down there saying Calgary is with us. Our a Canadian correspondent, Jason.
What is a Calgary? Is that like an army?
No, that's Alberta, Canada.
Oh, it is. That's
Hmm.
right.
Yep. Uh, Dirt says all teenagers are hive-minded. When he said chicken jockey, bro, I was praying we would make it out alive.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't get it either, but Shaka was
No, I mean
prepared for
it
the
was
memes.
cool, but
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for the meme. I didn't understand why these kids were cheering. It honestly, like, I was like, bro, I came to it was like a 10:25 showtime too. So I went to the last showing of the night on a
Yeah.
Friday night, thinking like, okay, no
Wow,
one's gonna
Nate.
be in here. Like I didn't want to go into the movie with kids in it because
Yeah.
that's the best time. You go at like the late showing, and then I had this meme going on. I didn't even know it was a meme.
Mm.
Just trying to enjoy my Coke Cherry Icy, and you kids cheering for chicken jockeys.
Shaka, wait, you're seven. Shaka says he's 17. Well, I will say that's fine that you're 17, but it is a little old to be getting hyped up for animated movies. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought
I mean, I guess
it just seems like a kids movie to me. And I know you took your brother, so that makes sense.
I feel like it was a kids movie, but it was also like a mixture. It was
Well, dude,
adult,
I take my brother to
kid.
kids movies, and I enjoy kids movies. Like
Yeah,
when I was when my brother was little, like I'd take him to see Madagascar and shit like that.
good movie.
Dude, hell yeah! Like, see exactly. So it's it's just that there wasn't heavy internet culture back then, and people weren't making memes, and Madagascar also wasn't based off of a extremely popular video game. So I don't quite understand it, but it's not for me to understand.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I went because I was like
Oh
Minecraft,
shit!
Jack Black, but
Randy versus Otis. Dirt's been thinking of some
yeah,
good ones actually.
Otis usually has a WrestleMania match, doesn't he?
I don't know. Is it against Burt
Not
Kreischer?
recently, but
Who's it against?
yeah, I don't know. Freaking David Lucas.
Oh God. Yeah, right, dude. That dude will be winded before he gets to through the gorilla position.
I would say I'm just trying to think of collab because Kill Tony and WWE's on the same network now.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
Or it's streaming.
It's 4 specials.
Yeah.
Tony will be back on YouTube making that ad money before you know it.
Did you watch, just real quick into it? Did you watch the episode on Netflix?
No,
No.
no.
Are you not going to?
I don't think so. I didn't want to go out of my way because normally it just pops up on my YouTube feed, and I'll let it
Mm-hmm.
play. And then I didn't see a new episode, so I just didn't watch Kill Tony on Monday or on Tuesday because normally I would watch it on Tuesday.
Yeah, same.
Listen to it at work normally. Didn't pop up, and so I was like, all right, well, guess I won't watch it. And then I saw plenty of posts about it, so it's already been spoiled. I know everything there. I saw the guests were Joe Rogan and Tom Segura, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
they
that's
went pretty
not
good.
exciting. And they had like a bunch of people come out, like Shane Gillis and Theo Vaughn, and all the same people that you see in Austin, Texas, every single freaking week. I'm not getting excited for these guys anymore.
It was kind of like a here's like so we did like so many episodes, and
Hmm.
here are like the big characters that were in these episodes, but we're putting it all in one episode on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like to show like the people that haven't watched Kill Tony.
Hmm.
So here were like our best characters in a way. That's what I felt like it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Like here's what we have to offer. You know, we can get the big stars. So you better
Yeah.
try to tune in every week, and they want the numbers to be bumped up on Netflix so they get a bigger deal than just 4 shows.
Yeah, it was a lot more big comedians than like the bucket, honestly.
Uh,
I did like how it was filmed though. It was filmed very nice. I like the cameras and the
Shaka
angles.
says he's been playing Minecraft since he was 2, and Dirt says he did the same thing at the Meet the Spartans movie premiere. Meet the Spartans.
Why would you go see that in theaters?
Huh? Oh, it's supposed to be like that. Oh, uh-oh. Wow. Lori got a misprint on a page of a book.
Ooh.
There's like ink on it that's like printed weird. But yeah. And then Shaka said that yeah, he said spending your money. Yeah, he would be pissed too. Is pretty much what he's saying. He talking about
Yeah.
your situation. Like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Why are
I
people?
wasn't I wasn't like too mad, but it's just frustrating when you're like trying to watch a movie and you have people talking and stuff, and it's like, come on, dude, shut up.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are used to sitting inside playing games now. They don't go out too often probably.
I mean, but
Yeah.
it's like I also get it. I'm at that when I was at the age, you want to be that, and you're out with your friends at 10
Oh
o'clock at
yeah,
night.
dude. You want to yell like
You're gonna,
penis or something and make all your friends
yeah,
laugh?
yeah, yeah. You're gonna be annoying because you're like, oh, when am I gonna see these adults again? What are they gonna do? Tell me like to get the hell out of here? Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Dirt said it was 2008. He snuck in because it was rated R. Oh yeah, I snuck into Borat. I remember sneaking. Yeah. Um. All right.
Let's
Where
you want to
where
go
are
to the
you?
main event?
Well. Yeah.
SmackDown,
Yeah.
CM Punk, uh, Roman Reigns
Hmm.
told him that he was this was when this is Paul Heyman. This is the favor. Paul Heyman's gonna walk out with
Hmm.
CM Punk.
Yes. Now this was a nice big juicy promo from Paul at the end here, where Paul comes out and he says, "I'm loyal to Roman," he says, "but CM Punk is my best friend." Nate, you froze. Are you still there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm not. Oh
You're
my God. Am I
you're
here? Am I here?
yeah, you're here, but you were frozen.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, my thing's dropped. I don't know why. Oh,
That's all right.
but I was just saying you're mixing Monday and Friday. Friday
Oh yeah, I am. Okay, yeah, you're right.
was the presentation of the favor.
Yes, the
Monday was the
presentation.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, well, let's skip over this then,
Okay.
because
Because
I feel
all
like
Friday
yeah, this
was
has
just
been
the favor. I felt like the favor was kind of whack. Honestly, I thought the favor was gonna be better than this, and
mhm.
it is what it is. I guess.
Can we talk about the New Day when we get to Raw? Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, we're moving to Raw right now. We're moving to Raw
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Yeah.
We
Oh,
started
yeah.
off Raw with a signing. contract signing for a triple threat that we all knew that was going to happen. And here we are, final.
That's right. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky. Now, everyone made their entrance here, Nate, and something happened. Something happened during one of these entrances. Something happened during the Io Sky entrance. Now, if you remember last week, we gave Io so much praise for doing Mickie James, who hates seeing butts. Everyone knows Mickie James. She hates butt cheeks. She doesn't want to see them. She says inappropriate, no, censored. So we were giving her praise, saying she's doing everything Mickie says. She's gotten over with her wrestling. She ain't out there showing butt cheek. And then what happens this week, Nate? Boom. This is what happens. Boom. But guess what? We're censoring it here. Angry Mickie says, no way. Not here. Not on this show. Okay? You don't get to look at that. Not here.
Yeah. Hold on. It's giving me a second. Oh, there it is.
Nate, you like sent me the photo. Like, yeah, I think you were like, I didn't even mean to take the photo like at this point. Showing that butt.
Dude, it's insane that she did that. I was like, when that happened, I was just like, what the heck? What is going on? What am I seeing right now?
Yeah, Angry Mickie does not like this. This is a no-no. But no, he was just wearing some shorts, dude. These are like some shorts you would see somebody wearing at the beach or whatever else.
Oh, yeah. She just had, like, someone gave her a pre-wedgie before she walked out. Like, hold on,
oh, yeah.
Io. And, like, gave her a wedgie real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't fix it before she walked out.
Dirt says he's always been an Io Sky fan. Yeah, see? Exactly.
Now, you know what's,
but Mickie doesn't like this, Dirt.
About...
Mickie James says, no. Censored.
Now, you know what's funny about this, to kind of, keep us on this Mickie James no butt cheek lore. So last week, this week's episode of the LFG, that chick that Mickie said that to, she changed her costume this week to like a dress, and there was like a clip. I forgot exactly what he said, but pretty much Mickie was like, "You see, this is the costume I like," and then someone was like, "Well." Oh, I think it was Undertaker. Was like, well, of course, because you pretty much talk her out of the other one.
Yeah.
Like she pretty much she got shit for that, for like what she said. So I thought that was funny.
That is funny. Good, and she's also not on season 2, from what I'm understanding. So
Okay.
I don't know. Mickey's not happy about it. She says, "Nah, put me back on season 2. I'm the butt police."
Because the men up there are like, no, we need more short, big booty people for NXT. So what are you doing up here, Mickey?
Dirt said
Get out of
Triple
here.
H wore the same shorts for 20 years. Yeah, he's right. Remember Triple H's jean shorts back in the day? His butt hanging out? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Look at all these men out there in their trunks. They're out there wrestling in underwear. What is Mickey, like, what are you talking about? Like, if you wanted to, if it was super equal, it would just be bra and panties. These guys are out there in tighty whities.
Yeah. Everyone just needs to wear what
Randy Orton wrestles with a leaf over his penis. Old school, man. He's like Tarzan. He's like
it's a floss thong with a leaf taped in the front.
Oh, okay. So
Nate,
you're really creating it. You're really thinking about how this is going to work.
How this is created, yeah.
Big E returned is coming. No comment on Randy Orton's leaf thong. Shaka, you got no comment on that? I hope so. I hope you're right, Shaka. Hope you're right. Yeah, no, that was that happened, and then we finally got our triple threat, which was inevitable here.
Ooh, you know, it was a good moment from this.
Yeah.
Another good moment from this. So of course we had the face shoving, which we get. Stop doing that.
Yeah, they keep doing it to Io, and she's gonna get the one up on him here. Yeah.
But when she walked out onto the rope and then kicked Rhea into Bianca, that was solid. Very solid.
Oh yeah, it was. You had Adam Pearce just looking like, oh, geez. His head just goes up in the air like, oh, geez. Yeah, solid drop kick. Io really taking him out over with the fans as champion. I think I think they might cancel each other out. And Io could come out as champion here at WrestleMania. I really do, dude.
I wouldn't be mad.
I think that match is sort of up in the air. Like it's gonna kind of be a hard one to pick.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do think that we were going into this as a Bianca heavy, but now as
We
it's
were,
going,
yeah.
like now as it's going, I do feel that it is like a EO like underdog story.
A little bit, yeah. There is a little bit of that in there. And I think it's almost more popular than the Bianca story or the Rhea story. You
Yeah.
know, Rhea making her way back in. Like people could care less about that. I feel the more they more so want to see. They want to see more EO, dude. You know, just like this past week, they saw more EO, but Mickey James said no, censored.
No, no. All right, so we had more girl on girl action. Lyra Valkyria defeating
Lyra
Bayley.
Bacteria. Lyra
Bacteria.
Bacteria.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, but not bad.
No.
Lyra Bacteria. She's a
Defeating
dentist.
Bayley.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she
And I
defeated
thought-
Bayley, and this match was good.
Oh, you thought so? Okay.
Yeah, this match was good,
Yeah.
dude. Dude, Bayley, she must be listening, dude. She must be tuning into the sauce. She's tired of eating dry chicken. She says, "Give me some of that sauce," and she pulled out some sick moves in this match, dude. Some sick knees. Okay, I didn't see those coming. I mean, she knocked Valkyria in the head a few times with her knee. Like, I think legit. And it looked good, sounded good. I was like, ooh, Bayley should start, like, she should come up with, like, a knee finisher where it's just a knee to the head type deal.
Oh, with a bulldog after it?
Like, no, not a bulldog after it. But also, I saw a couple potential finishers here. Dude, the Lion Tamer. Plus that Chris Jericho, Walls of Jericho, Lion Tamer. That's a good submission for Bayley. It looked good too. This was a good match. This was one of the better showings. I think this was the best Intercontinental title match that we've had since its induction. That's not saying much because it wasn't like, overwhelming 5-star match. Oh my gosh, but this was good. This was a good TV match, and I thought Bayley looked great here. Actually, I think this is unfortunately not leading to another match at Mania. I think this is leading to. Just based up, I've actually picked this up from what other people are saying, is that they're going to team up, and they're going to be facing for the tag titles against Liv and Raquel.
Who gets the IC? You pass that to Rhea.
No, Lyra will still have it
Oh, okay.
at Mania. She'll still have it, but they're going to go for the tag team titles.
I do like that they kind of made it look like Bayley was gonna win, and then we had like a little rollover, and Lyra got her. I did like that. It was kind of like
I understand there's going to be a bunch of women vying for these tag team titles, like Maxine Dupree too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that rollover, that was nice, and yeah, it was smooth.
It was a good ending.
Yeah, good finish. Yeah. What we got in here? I'm seeing JoJo Siwa. What? JoJo Siwa versus Mickey Rourke. Oh, I did see that. You got to put that on the assembly docket, Dirt. The reason I know this is because the New Day's assault during the match is going to make the war. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that match. Definitely. Big E will come back. My finisher would be pull my finger. And I would throw green dust.
Little Japanese classic.
Oh, yeah, Tajiri, the Japanese buzzsaw. Yeah.
It's a good move. Good move, Dirt. It should be brown, just for Dirt.
Yeah, but then it would look like there's poop in your
I
mouth
guess.
or pocket. Yeah. What's next?
We had El Grande Americana and the Creed brothers defeating the LWO people.
That's right. And El Grande Americano is going on to face Rey Mysterio. That's right. He's El Grande Americano from just debuting just a few weeks ago, making his debut match against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. his debut WrestleMania match. I mean, very exciting stuff. This is just Chad Gable in a mask. Everybody knows what this gimmick is. It's very funny, but it's also very good wrestling. So I'm not even
Now,
mad at it. Yeah.
do you think Chad Gable gets demasked at WrestleMania?
At, no.
No, you think they keep the gimmick going?
Yeah, I'm almost thinking I'm picking El Grande Americano, and then he's gonna pull off Ray's mask or something like that.
Yeah, because Ray's ass is doing TikToks with his daughter nowadays, so we all see his without a mask all the time
Well,
now.
yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, I I don't know about that either. I think if anybody's gonna remove Ray's mask, it should be Dominic at a certain point. But yeah, I think this will just kind of be a clean cut match. I mean, we still have Backlash after this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we've had a debut of Ray Phoenix. We've had many other luchadors in the company now. Penta that can get
Yeah,
pissed off at Chad Gable for Aftermania. You know,
a lot of luchadors.
that's with the intention that he's going to win there.
Where's Sin Cara when you need him?
What's up, Sin Cara?
Where's
God.
Sin Cara return? This is the perfect time to return.
I mean, we could put, you know, someone of smaller stature back there in a mask. They could be Sin Cara.
Evan Bourne.
No, dude, he's too old now, Nate. Jesus.
Dang it.
Yeah, what are you trying to do to people? You want Sin Cara to come back with a walker?
Yeah. Was it ever like the same? Was it like a okay? So didn't you have the original guy and then there was like a switch, or was that not a thing?
Yeah, that was
I
a
could be.
thing. Yeah, the original
That was a
guy,
thing?
he bitched and moaned and complained. He like dislocated a pinky finger or something during a match, and like threw up the X himself, and was like, "Get out of here, dude! If you can't handle it a little dislocated, if you can't pop that sucker back in, finish the match, then this isn't the
And
biz."
then you had the new guy that was not good at all either.
The new guy was Hunico, from what I remember.
Oh,
Yeah, so we know who he is, Hunico, and he was good. He wasn't that bad. Yeah, he continued the gimmick. I mean, which WWE owned. So, Dirt says Kalisto. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dirt says he wouldn't be Dirt in WWE. He'd be something like Ricky Steamboat Jr. or something. I mean, that's probably going to get you over a lot quicker than Dirt would.
yeah.
I think naming yourself, yeah, just name yourself. Don't be the son of Ricky Steamboat, but just be Ricky Steamboat Jr. and don't explain it.
There's no explanation at all.
Yeah. So, what's next on the Raw card?
We had. Well, I'm gonna fit in something that's not on the recap, but I'm just gonna fit this in because I don't know when this was, but we're just gonna throw it in. We had Karrion Kross and AJ Styles in the backstage interview,
Yes.
and it's gonna be a singles match next week.
Yes, it will be. I saw that advertised Karrion Kross versus AJ Styles, the Raw before WrestleMania. Very exciting. At the top of the show, we threw a in memoriam to Kevin Castle. And Nate, if you don't know, he may ring a bell now because I've talked about Kevin Castle before on this show, and how Kevin Castle, good friends with Karrion Kross. Yes, very good friends with Karrion Kross. Is a avid Karrion Kross fan, and promoted him heavily, especially during a time when I was a avid Karrion Kross hater. I was a big time hater. So I liked to, throw it back at Kevin and be like, nah, I'm not going to, I feel like Kevin just, loves him because he knows him type deal. And boy, was I proven wrong by Karrion, because I want to see more. I'm looking forward to this match now.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, Karrion's obviously going to not win, but I don't think he should lose either.
I know this would be interesting.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're seeing Karrion without his group.
Yeah, his goons.
It'll just be his wife. It'll just be his wife in his corner, but it's not the old bald guy and the two big giant dudes.
Paul Ellering, yeah.
Um,
The Authors of
so
Pain. Hmm.
so I mean, I could see Carrion doing like a little sneaky rollover type pin maybe,
Yeah.
like little like sneaky heel type pin. I don't know. I'm interesting because the way he sounds like it, he's like provoking AJ, but he's not like provoking him to. He's not trying to get a win in this match. He's doing something
Yeah.
to kind of catch AJ off his game to kind of collect
Do you
something. I
think
don't
maybe
know.
Logan Paul comes out and costs AJ?
You could involve Logan because you didn't. I guess you can try to set up like Carrion trying to go after Logan, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't see that happening because Logan's already heel. So what are you gonna twist him up for?
Dude, I almost see like Carrion doing something very strange and just like getting in the ring and laying down.
Yeah, just to mess with him.
Yeah, and being like, go ahead and pin me, bud. You need this momentum going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a weird thing because like
Yeah.
because you saw it too at the end when he's like, yeah, I got my match, and he's like, that's where I like this is where I want him. So it's like, so what's the objective here?
Yeah, what's the
Is
end
it
goal of Karrion Kross?
yeah?
Yeah.
So once again, he kind of got us like thinking like, oh, what are you doing, bud? But I
Jamie
like it.
Lannister? I don't know who that is, Dirt. This is Karrion Kross
It's
looks like Jamie
it's
Lannister.
Games of Thrones.
Oh, okay. It's a Game of Thrones reference.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it is.
Jesus.
I know I don't get any reference that you say, but then Dirt throws out some random ass reference, and I get.
Well, I'm over here referencing Margot at the wedding or whatever the hell. It's serious Jack Black movies that no one's seen.
Um, but yeah, Karrion Cross is gonna be interesting to see where that goes.
Oh yeah.
What
I'm
we have
excited.
next?
I'm excited for it.
What we have next on Raw is we had Jey Uso having his big motivational speech towards Gunther.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have some things to say about this. The crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Tough time to try to get this very serious Jey Uso 2 weeks before Mania in front of a Chicago crowd. Was this? This is still
Mm-hmm.
wait. This isn't Vegas at this point. I think they're in Vegas for Raw.
No, it's
No,
just
it's still
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay,
Yeah, it's
so still
Chicago.
Chicago and very loud crowd
Mm.
wanting to yeet. They want to yeet so bad, and Jay here is trying to get away from that stereotypical 2 to 3 word promo style he's been doing, where he says 2 to 3 words and then the crowd yeets afterwards. And
Mm-hmm.
the only problem was he was still kind of in that flow when he was speaking. So
Yeah, yeah.
the crowd was like, I think he was trying not to, but like he kind of kept getting enticed into it by the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to be real here with Gunther, and I thought it was okay. I think it's a little late for some reason. I thought this Jey Uso should have been turned on a while ago, and if anything, it just proves Gunther right that we're not even getting, you know, big bad Jey Uso until Gunther beat his brother in front of him. You know, it's like Gunther's the one that had to bring it out of you to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I liked it, but not as much as everyone else. I feel like everyone else thought this was really good from Jay, and I thought this was a little mid. In my opinion, just in my opinion, I mean, you could love it. That's fine. I just did not. I didn't think he controlled this as much as he should be, and I don't know if I don't believe him winning. I just don't. I see, for some reason, Gunther just mopping the floor with this dude like he's done the past 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, correction though. Minneapolis. That's where it was.
Oh, okay. It wasn't.
It was
Okay.
in.
Minneapolis. Wow, the crowd in Minneapolis sounding like a Chicago crowd. Wow.
I feel like that's such a random place to go to right after Chicago, but
Yeah, it's over there.
they went from the east to the west.
It's over there.
But no, I agree. I feel like it's hard to get these serious promos or segments out of Jay because he gets everyone doing yeets in between him taking a breath because he just took a whole flight of stairs down in 2 minutes. So
Yeah, I know. I forget about that too. That is true. He is doing quite a bit of cardio on his way to the ring.
people are like, hey, we're gonna yeet,
Yeah.
gonna do the like he gets everyone kind of helping him catch a breath. So it's
Yeah.
like when he's actually in there forming sentences, he can't get a word in because he gets 2-year-olds yelling "yeet" in between every sentence. So,
That's true. Yeah,
but I don't know.
the cardio and the breathing is he's got to work on that on his way to the ring. Maybe slow it down a little bit.
I mean, the man is literally like running down a flight of stairs in like a 2-minute span, hopping over the gate, getting into the ring, like doing all these like hand movements. Like he's out of breath. They need to take like a commercial break after he gets to the ring now, instead of like.
Oh yeah.
But
Instead of
I think they still give. I think they still give it to him. Honestly.
really. Okay. Well, we'll see
Yeah,
when
I
we
think
do
they
our
do.
prediction show next week. You think about this all week. And when you watch Raw on Monday, and then when you do our show on Wednesday, and you give me your final prediction, we'll see if it's still Jey Uso because I'm going to be
Yeah.
picking the guy on the right over here. I'm going to be
Yeah.
picking.
I mean, that'll be a good heel, but I feel like we're gonna have enough heel action this weekend. That weekend. So I feel like you want at least one babyface win, and I feel like that babyface win would be Jay.
Oh, we froze for like the first time. Well, let me just put up Gunther Jay back up so you can at least just look at them. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get in more to it with our predictions next week with Gunther and Jay, and I'll give my reasoning behind it, where I think they're going with this storyline, and where Jay goes next and where Gunther goes next week. We'll do that next week. So we'll do that with every match, by the way.
Yeah. So after that, we had the New Day defeating the War Raiders
Okay.
by
Yeah.
DQ.
New Day defeating the War Raiders by DQ. That's right. I've got a picture of that. That's right. I got a picture of the DQ that happened. I don't know if you can see Ivar here in this photo. It's gonna pop up, but he's like, "But what? But what?" You can't believe it. And this was actually a pretty fun finish. The crowd though was dead for this match.
Yeah.
The crowd was not involved at all. They weren't awake. I don't know. It's the New Day's heat has definitely died out. I don't know. I thought this was good, though. I thought this was a decent match and a night. I mean, it's going to continue the feud here. They still get to retain the title because it was a disqualification. But
We also had a Tony Hinchcliffe commentary.
Okay. Yeah. Now we can get to the other thing on the docket. I'm trying to unfreeze over here too. Dirt says, "Get these jokers off my screen." That belt Gunther is holding is prime for a spinner mod. Oh no.
Let's go.
No.
No,
I mean,
honestly,
if anybody's gonna do it, it's Jay.
I think if John Cena wins the belt next Sunday, he needs to just change it back to the spinner, just for the old time's sake,
No.
and then run with it for a few months.
So they can sell a couple replicas.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. Anyway, we had Tony Hinchcliffe on commentary for New Day versus the War Raiders. Tony Hinchcliffe coming out and telling Pat McAfee and Michael Cole that he's big fans of both of them, that he's been watching Michael Cole forever, that he saw him in his first match he ever commentated. It was David versus Goliath.
Yeah. Tony Hinchcliffe with his PG-13.
PG,
jokes.
dude, G.
Yeah, it
G,
was their
dude.
bad. Netflix was on his ass for this one.
I guess. I don't know. He was just like, yeah, well, Big E's neck's about as stiff as Michael Cole. I don't know. I think he bombed here.
It was either bombed or they actually, because he says multiple times how he has jokes that he has to write and they get reviewed, and then sometimes he doesn't put certain jokes in there, he'll just squeeze them in. But I think they were on his butt for this one.
They were.
So he couldn't.
He
couldn't
it
pull
light.
out those jokes he wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of Tony's material is racist.
Yeah.
So, if you want to call it material.
And he was probably being careful because after that Trump rally, after getting heat off of that, he didn't want to say anything probably crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They had Burt Kreischer there. I think he would have been better
Yeah.
on commentary. Like, no joke. Like, Burt would say the dumbest crap over there and would be hilarious and would be a great counterbalance to Pat McAfee, who I think hates him. So that would make me laugh, that Pat has someone nasty, sweaty, and stinky sitting next to him that he does not like. That would be great. But instead we got Tony, and he's promoting the roast of WrestleMania, which will be happening after WrestleMania. I am interested in it to see what it is. If it's more jokes like this, if it's more jokes like damn, Rhea, where do you shop? Hot Topic? Oh. Look out.
You should just put that in there.
Or if it's just going to be like, I don't know. Tim Heidecker's got a special coming out. It's not a special. It's like a special episode of his podcast, but he's calling it Kill Timmy. Mm-hmm. And it's a spoof on it. He did a full-fledged spoof in Austin, Texas of Kill Tony. And he's just making fun of it. It's pretty funny.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, which is great because these guys need to be getting made fun of too sometimes. And I feel like they can't take the heat, but they can dish it, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of those guys, right? But yeah, his commentary was subpar here. You know,
Yeah, it was.
For someone that's supposed to be a roast master, zany guy, I don't know. He was no Jeff Ross, you know. He was no Greg Giraldo. He was no Jeselnik, right? Anthony, what was it, 2 weeks ago, tried to throw shade at Jeselnik, saying that Anthony Jeselnik takes 3 minutes to say a punchline or something like that. I don't know. It was so low blow. I feel like he was just looking for an out to throw a jab at Jeselnik. And it's like, why are you throwing a jab at Jeselnik, dude? He's got multiple specials that are highly successful on Netflix that I guarantee you, when it's all said and done, have more streams than any episode of your show will. And all of his jokes are really funny, well written. And Tony's had a special, but it's been pushed into obscurity. No one can find it because he doesn't want you to see it. He says, oh, I don't care. You can see it. It was a licensing deal with Netflix. Yeah, right, dude. If you put out a special and it was good, you would want people to still watch it, right? I still get advertisements for specials where Tom Segura has hair. So, you know, people are still watching his early work. All right? You're a little rascal who hosts a open mic, all right? Let's stop putting these people on pedestals and getting them to make decisions for our country, right? I shouldn't be either. I'm not saying I'm any better. Don't put me in charge. Dirt says Bert can tell his story. Yeah, if we can get Bert on commentary, he can just be like, "Oh, you guys know I'm the Machine, right?"
Yeah, I made that movie.
Yeah, you guys, Van Wilder is based off me. Bah, bah. Bah, bah.
Wait, you'll recognize me. Hold on, let me take off my shirt.
Yeah. You guys don't recognize me? I get really sad if people don't recognize me. I love that video of Bert Kreischer in like a Target. He's like walking around in Target, and these kids come up to him, and he's like, "What, you guys don't recognize me?" And the kids are like, "No," and he's like, "I'm a comedian," and they're like, "Well, tell us a joke." And he doesn't have one. He literally just like goes into his Machine story. He's like, so the Russian mafia. I'm like, dude, what? Is that really all you have, man? God. He bombs on his own shows. Yeah, Tony does. Tony is the king of cupping his own farts. The roast of WWE is going to be the same unoriginal Chris Benoit jokes we've been hearing for a decade. Dirt's not wrong. Yeah. That's going to be like the big one if someone says that. And honestly, I think WWE should put their foot down and not allow that.
I think there'll be Vince McMahon, a lot of big Vince McMahon jokes.
Oh yeah, a lot of shitting on people's chest jokes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be content that we've already hear.
Yeah,
all the time
on Twitter.
All
right.
Let's see.
Let's get to the big stuff, right?
Do you have anything? Oh, we do have stuff interest. Penta, Dominic Mysterio.
That's the
Uh,
Fatal 4-Way match that we'll be covering in more detail next week.
mhm,
They had a match here, pretty much just to build up to that match at Mania.
yeah. I felt like they were kind of showing off Dominic a little bit more
They
in this
were,
match.
dude. He looked great. He looked great.
The 619.
Oh, dude, his Three Amigos looked good too. Nice, snappy Three Amigos there. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
I loved it, dude.
His,
Him and
his
Pinto meshed well.
his Canadian destroyer, I felt like was carried a little bit more on Penta's side than he was.
Oh
But
yeah.
but going into the 619 was clean. I can say that.
Oh yeah. And it looked good. The match was fun. And yeah, you're right. They showcased Dominic a little bit more here.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic looking smoother, more fluent in the ring. I wouldn't be surprised if they put that strap on him. I say Dominic has the second highest percentage of winning this belt at WrestleMania.
Little sneak. He gets a pin somehow.
I think
You know,
I think Braun Breaker retaining is your first percentage wise.
Mhm.
Is first, and then I have Dominic right behind him. I've got Pinto right behind him, and I've got Finn dead last with like 1% chance.
Yeah, 'cause this is all leading up to Judgment Day separating. I feel like we're just
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for it to happen at this
Bro,
point.
remember how we were saying we needed a new leader? Dom's the new leader.
Yeah.
From Scrub to Hubbub.
I feel
I
like
don't
I don't want to get into too much predictions, but I feel like giving it to Dom is a good thing. But I feel like it's just disappointing that they would do Braun Breaker dirty again. Like I feel like they've been doing his title reign pretty dirty, like him dirty in the whole situation.
Sure, but you can still keep him strong. He doesn't have to get pinned.
Oh yeah, but I feel like you could.
I
could
think you
take
have
the
Dom
icing
win
off
it,
of him.
and he pins Balor.
Yeah, or you could take it off of Braun, and then next year, Braun goes after Cody or this heavyweight.
Yeah. Or even better, you have a double pin at WrestleMania. You have Braun pinning Penta and taking the cover on Penta, and Dominic taking the cover on Finn. The ref only sees one, counts Dominic's,
Mhm.
and
Oh, that's
Dominic,
interesting.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Some
And then Braun
fuckery.
versus Jay. Then Braun versus Jay is the feud next year.
Or the
Or
feud
not
after.
next year,
Yeah.
but next after Mania.
Yeah.
I don't know why I say next year, but I mean next year, next
Season.
Next WWE year.
Yeah, after WrestleMania starts a new wrestling year. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the feud to have Jay versus Braun for the heavyweight. That'll be a good feud. A lot of spearing.
Oh, I did watch Red Bar's coverage of the Tony Hinchcliffe special. That's the only way I was going to watch it. Was having somebody else watch it for me.
And reviewing it and
Yeah.
pausing it a lot.
Oh yeah, and zooming in on their mouth or whatever the hell Red Bar does. But yeah, now we have Big Paul Heyman time, right?
Yep.
It's Big Paul,
Paul
dude.
Heyman.
Big Paul's here. He is red-eyed. He is distraught. But not at the beginning of this, actually. He came out here at the end of Raw, and he said, Roman Reigns is my tribal chief, and I will always respect Roman. But CM Punk is my best friend, and I will never turn my back on CM Punk. And automatically I was like, huh, interesting. I said, Seth's going to come out here. I said, this has got to be a Seth moment. And Seth did come out. His music hit. He tells Paul, Roman is not your tribal chief. All this guy does is use you. Like, what did he do after he lost at Mania? He just disappeared, man. He let you get beat up and put through a table in your hometown in front of your children by the bloodline. He left you with Solo and his goons. And, he doesn't care. And then when he was coming back, he wasn't answering your calls. He's right. Seth is right here.
Yeah.
And then he says, CM Punk is not your friend. CM Punk wants to use you too. He said a friend would help somebody out and not ask for a favor in return. And Seth again, he's right. But for some reason, to the crowd, it's like Seth's being a big baby, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul shuts all of this down. And Seth says, well, there's only one answer to this. I'm going to have to take you out, Paul. And there was a real mafia-style delivery here from Seth. He said, I'm going to have to make sure that you don't show up to WrestleMania because you are the deciding factor in the match, and I need you not to be there if that's the case. And pretty much saying, Paul, I'm getting ready to hurt you and put you out. You're not making it to WrestleMania, not even in a management role. And that's when we got the music from CM Punk. Not until, Seth put his hands on him. They had a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah, Paul kind of stepped up for himself.
Yeah, stood up for himself, and Seth backed him into a corner, and we got Punk's music. Cult of Personality plays, and he storms the ring, and him and Seth, they go at it. But Seth gets out of the ring, gets back in, the classic runaround, and gets the one-up on CM Punk, puts him out with a stomp. And as Paul Heyman crawls over to console his seemingly best friend, CM Punk, laying on the ground, who just suffered a nice big stomp from Seth. Seth's in the corner gearing up to give one to Paul. He said he was going to take him out. He said, I can't have you at WrestleMania. Seth gears up. He runs at Paul, jumps in the air, and stomps the mat. Right in front of Paul. Right in front of his face. Stomps the mat. Swipe stomp there. A little fake out from Seth. And he leans down. He picks up the mic, which Paul is still holding. He leans down. He just kind of picks up Paul's hand, holding the mic. Puts the mic up to his face, and he says, Paul, now you owe me a favor. And I loved this. I saw some people saying it wasn't that great, that the crowd wasn't that hot for it. I didn't even notice. I was taken in with this. I was wanted to see where the storyline was going, and it's going in the direction that I hoped it would be. They're really, really, really teasing now with that guy. They got everybody's minds turning now, thinking, could Paul Heyman go with Seth? Could he say, screw both you guys? And I'm going to treat the guy who called both of you guys out? I'm going to go manage him? Well, that would be a hell of a turn. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would. Right? I know a lot of people didn't like the whole favor thing. They're like, that's not how a favor should work. Like, he, didn't. I don't know. I was like, come on. Y'all understand what the man's doing. He's trying to say, you owe me now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You owe me now. Yeah, I didn't put you out. Yeah. You had.
Yeah,
I could have, and I stopped. I stomped short.
Yeah, it's Seth getting into this match because it's turning into a Roman CM Punk match for Paul Heyman. And this is Seth trying to get his, all right, well, don't forget I'm here as well.
Yeah, there says he's bringing Bam Bam Bigelow to WrestleMania. Well, I mean, one of Paul is just screw all you guys and hit Brock Lesnar's music and then ran away. No, dude. I see people, complaining about the favor stuff, and I just think that's just people that's people arguing over what a favor is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and pretty much that's not what I took away from it. I'm not sitting here thinking about, whoa, what constitutes a favor?
Yeah.
I'm thinking oh snap, dude. Seth pretty much said you're gonna there's something you owe me now for not stomping your head in, and if you don't, I'm definitely stomping your head in type situation. This is a threat. Mm-hmm. This isn't a favor. It's a threat. Seth said favor. He means threat. Okay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone should be able to pick up on that. Stop nitpicking which words they've been using. CM Punk was the first one to use favor anyway. Be mad at him. Right? He started the whole favor thing anyway. He can't get to the WrestleMania main event on his own.
I know, and I feel like the favorite, like I said, I feel like the favorite was kind of BS. I didn't like the whole that was the favorite, which I guess it does go back. They have that whole, that whole
I mean,
clip
it
going
does,
around.
but at the same time, it's
But
non-title
I feel like it
match.
could have been better. Yeah, it could have been better
It's a non-title match at the main event where
on
you have
night
to
one.
share the spotlight with two other guys.
Yeah, we all know the real
And
main
and
event is
and
Cena and
Paul
Cody.
Heyman is the main focus in this match. Paul Heyman, he's the real star.
Yeah.
My client, Santino Marella. Says, oh
Hey,
no.
Dirt, you gotta do the classic Vicky Guerrero. Excuse me.
Yeah. Excuse me, my client. No, she's gonna manage Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's gonna become a wrestler, and he's. I mean,
There you
I
go.
saw him tussle with Seth there for a minute. I think Paul could hang for a minute.
I mean, he took a power bomb through the table. I mean, he can do
True.
it.
Paul Heyman and Bonesaw. Says Paul Heyman is ready. Yeah, this was good. I liked it. I thought
Yeah.
Seth did a good job here, considering that they didn't have Roman. Now I have another thing on the bottom there, and it says lack of big name visual,
Okay.
and that's kind of what I'm talking about here with Roman. Roman advertised for next week, but we only got 1 week till Mania, dude. I want all these guys on the shows. These guys need to be on the shows. These guys in these main event matches need to be on the shows leading up to Mania. Plain and simple. Okay,
Well,
I'm not seeing enough of them, dude. I'm not seeing enough of them. Cena, Roman, Seth and Punk are carrying their whole feud, but Cena and Roman got the part-time big name schedule. And if you're gonna have that big part-time big name schedule, then make sure some of your dates are towards the WrestleMania run-up. Okay, so don't be taking your time off 2 weeks before Mania or whatever it may be. You need to be at TV. I need to see your face in some capacity. We should have had Roman involved here. I guess they didn't want Seth taking out both of them before Mania at the same time, but I don't know. I more face from these big names is what I need in my WrestleMania lead up, right? I don't need a 12-minute Viking Raiders New Day match. Okay? I need we could shave 2 of those minutes and give me 2 minutes of Roman backstage, with some awkward dynamics between him and Paul or something, like him and
Well, they
Paul,
did
him and Paul are
announce,
hanging out and CM Punk walks by or something like that, like something like that.
they did announce Cena on the Friday before WrestleMania.
Yeah, like seeing it. Yeah,
Friday
it's all these. They officially
Yeah,
announced it.
I think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was official.
Okay, well, yeah, because he wasn't advertised for it, so
Yeah, I would say I know the only thing he was advertised for was Backlash,
yeah.
and then like the Raw after Mania or stuff like that. But no, I think I did see on X that he was Friday.
Oh, 6 minutes of Big E promo. You might get Big E promo.
Oh, Lordy.
If that match is on the pre-show, you're not getting Big E because Big E will be on the pre-show as well.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
With his stiff neck.
Yeah, with his stiff as Michael Cole's neck. Stiff as Mike. Was Tony insinuating that Michael Cole had a boner? Oh no!
Maybe.
Don't look at me making Tony's joke funny.
He
Anyway,
could be.
he could be. I mean, I don't think he was, but that'd have been funnier. He's like, you're looking at all these sweaty men. Is that why you love this job so much, Cole? Oh my God!
Is that why you sit so close underneath the table?
Yeah. Is that why Pat's here every week? Yeah, that's the end of Raw. That's the end of our recap. That's the end of our program here, Pro Wrestling Sauce. Where we're live every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Superhouse Extra YouTube channel. Check out the back catalog on all your podcast streaming platforms, and check it out here on the playlist section. Next week will be doing our WrestleMania prediction show, our big-time WrestleMania prediction show. And I'm even considering starting the show a little bit early, Nate. What do you think about that?
We can do that. That's fine.
I'm thinking about starting it a little bit early because we kind of run over here, starting at 10:15. We try to keep it to an hour and a half, and we run over all the time. So I feel like starting a little bit early, maybe at like a 9:30, 9 o'clock, something like that, that we'll be able to fit all the matches in because it's a big card, 2 nights.
14 to 15 matches.
That's right. And we got to break them all down and go through the scenarios of how we think it's going to happen. So that'll be next week here Wednesday at 10:15. Dirt's got predictions. Dirt, if you would like to join us, you are welcome to join us next week. Let's make it a big party prediction show, right? Dirt's got predictions.
I
got Jake's right here.
I think 9:45 next week will be good.
Okay, yeah.
Survivor ends at 9:30. Gives us time to kind of get to
I haven't watched the new one yet, so I'm catching up tomorrow. Yeah, on the thing before I do the show tomorrow. So
Survivor ends at 9:30. It gives us enough time to get to the computers and get everything loaded up. So 9:45 next week.
Okay, that works. That works for me. Dirt, be there or be a shape. You know what I'm saying? Bring those predictions. Dirt's definitely watching Mania, right? He's been in here in the chat. He's too invested now. We got Jake's predictions locked and loaded.
But
if you could take a screenshot of those, you might know what they are already. But, I'm going to read those out along with ours this Wednesday. Coming Wednesday, 10:15. Like and subscribe here to the channel. We've got lots of other content here for you to go through and have fun with and join us on. A lot of live content and a lot of fun content, right? So like and subscribe. Do what you got to do. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. Nate, you got any parting words, man?
Don't go see the Minecraft movie yet. Wait it out. Don't let 15-year-old kids ruin it for you.
Yeah, wait. Just get it on DVD. Get it out of the Walmart $5 DVD bin.
Wait until it comes out on Fubo and just watch up there.
Fubo. Oh, good callback, Nate. Fubo. That's Nate's favorite streaming service. He loves Fubo. Yep. Great streaming shows and great jeans.
Yep.
Loves them. Dirt. I like Dirt's words as my parting words. Dirt's he's got predictions. He thinks Aaron Rodgers, Bryan Cranston, and John Goodman will make WrestleMania appearances.
All right. Tell Aaron Rodgers that's all the appearance he needs to make. He does not need to make an appearance back into Pittsburgh. So.
Oh, geez. Is that still a thing?
Unfortunately, but I don't think it is. I don't think he's coming. I think we draft. But, we don't have enough time for that, so.
Oh, God, I hope not. I hope not, Nate. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Let's get out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Wednesday, 10:15. Peace.
Subscribe, because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete!
All right.